Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Telebingo and your host, Simon Barnett.
Thank you very much. Hello there and welcome to Telebingo this Wednesday night, and I have to say a special hello to the folks that live in the Republic of Wongamomina, and they're in the audience. That's right. One day in every year they become a republic, so that's very nice. And we've also got the kids from Marco School in the audience with us too, so nice to have you along. Big day for us at home today. We bought our daughters a pair of Thomas the Tank Engine shoes, and on top of that, next week we have a very special bonus draw for you where you could win a wonderful Daihatsu Paisa. We'll tell you more about that as we get into it, but right now here she is, Ingrid Mole. Hey Ingrid.
Hi Simon.
How's it going?
Nice here.
Thank you.
Very good. Now tell me, I've got a friend down in Christchurch who tells me she's seen more of you than she cares to.
I beg your pardon?
She said she's seen you in the nude.
Oh, that isn't true.
It's true, and I've got a tape to prove it.
No.
Yep, you watch this.
Come on, Si, you can do it, mate.
Mate, why's everyone laughing?
Si and Phil, these bums are now on More FM.
So tell me, which one's yours? The one on the left or the right?
Hey, listen.
There's a fair bit of wobble in both those buns, I can tell you.
That is a mate of mine and I, yes, Phil Gifford, who I work with at the radio station, and that'll be enough of that. Thank you very much.
You had a good time making it?
Yes, it was a very cold night. You might have been able to tell. Anyway, let's get on with the show, Ingrid.
We will do.
Thank you for that tape. Very kind of you. See you tomorrow. Right, here's our very special guests. Andrew Frame first up. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Simon.
How are you, mate?
Good.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to be subjected to that. I'm very embarrassed now.
I can see the napier all the time now, man.
Yes, right. Now, $775 you've already got in the bank, right? Yep. Tonight you're risking $1,500. Best of luck with it. You've had a big week, haven't you, at the supermarket?
I have, yep. Loading Cable New World and Napier. Hi to all the staff and customers. They've been wishing me good luck. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very nice. You've done them proud, mate. Best of luck. Next up is Sue Wilson. Sue Wilson, I beg your pardon, Sue.
Evening, Simon.
Yes, how are you?
Good.
Now, you're a bank officer?
That's right.
And you're into genealogy?
Yes.
How do you fit in those little bottles? Oh, I'm sorry, Sue. It's a bad night. It's a bad night. Genealogy, that's a family history, yes?
Yeah, for your family tree.
Right. And have you got an extensive family tree?
I'd like to get back further, but it's quite difficult.
How far do you go back now?
About 1800.
Is that a fact? Oh, good stuff, Sue. Well, listen, you have a good time tonight.
Thank you.
I hope it goes well.
Thank you.
And finally, John Sewer. Hello, John.
Hello, Simon.
How's things?
Excellent, thank you very much.
Might I say, I hope I'm not giving away any trade secrets here, mate. It says you're 40 years old, that's correct?
No, that's my shirt size.
Oh, yes, and you don't look 40.
Thank you.
You've got a really youthful, fresh face. Now, you're into sport?
Yes, I am.
What sort of sport's your favourite?
Generally almost anything, really.
Righto. And you've just come back from Tel Aviv, is that correct?
No, not at all. I was over there some time ago.
Oh, okay. Good spot?
Yeah, it is a wee bit warm at times.
Dangerous.
Could be.
John, nothing so dangerous tonight, mate. You have a good time?
Thank you.
Relax into it, you're going to have a good one. And so there it is, our three contestants, and we're all playing for these prizes.
You'll be off to the land where surfing was invented, Sunbreach Hawaii, staying at the Royal Lahaina and Outrigger East Hotels with Insight International Tours. And it's the brand new Paisa from Daihatsu, where space is the operative word. There's plenty of space for leisure, plenty of space for living, and plenty of space for business. It's a great performer too, a tight turning circle, twin airbags, and designed from the inside out to give loads of room, all making Paisa a truly multi-purpose vehicle. The versatile Daihatsu Paisa from Daihatsu, New Zealand.
Isn't that super? And you could own one next week. We'll tell you more, as I say, later in the show. But Ingrid, right now, Four Corners?
Four Corners is the name, and Four Corners is the game. All you have to do is mark off the four corner squares on your Telebingo ticket. During the game, we draw 27 numbers, and if one of our numbers matches a number on your ticket, mark it off. The aim here is to mark off all four corners by the time the 27th number's been called. To give you a head start, we give you a free square. Tonight, it's the top right. There it is, and when you hear the sound, well, that's the end of the game. My computer tells me right then and there what the four-corner prize is. And right now I can tell you the total prize pool for draw number 38 stands at $338,501. Wow, I'll be doing a full recap of tonight's winning numbers at the end of the show. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Simon.
Thanks, Ingrid. So, $125 on everybody's scorecard there and a free square. The rest, of course, $25 into corner square if you give me a correct answer. If you're incorrect, we take off $25. The first of you to get four corners will be bonused $100. Second to get there, 50. Third, 25. Good luck to you, and best of luck at home. Thanks again for tuning in. Settle back, have a good time. We're underway. Name the 5-time Olympic gold medalist who went on to play Tarzan in the movies.
B. 9.
John.
Johnny Weissmuller.
Johnny Weissmuller is correct. For what musical instrument is Robert Moog best known? The Moog synthesizer. Which month of the year is named after the first Roman emperor?
072.
Sue.
July.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sue, it was August. Who wrote the 1924 novel A Passage to India?
N. 34.
Sue.
M.M. Forster.
That is correct. Oh, I'm sorry. M.M. Forster. Did you say M.M. Forster? I'm sorry, it was E.M. Forster. Bad luck, Sue. In Australia, which city is the state capital of New South Wales?
N. 45.
Sue?
Sydney.
Sydney is right. You've got your money back. Which annual international film festival began in 1947?
G. 47.
Andrew?
Cannes.
Cannes Film Festival is right. Which New Zealand author wrote the 1986 novel Season of the Jew?
063.
John?
Kerry Hume. No.
Oh, Morris Shadbolt, mate. What is the chemical symbol for sulphur? S. Marilyn Monroe married American playwright Arthur Miller in 1956. Who did she marry in 1954?
I. 27.
Sue.
Joe DiMaggio.
That's right, the baseball player. What sort of disorder would someone with dysphonia have? A speech disorder or stammering. The flag of which country is nicknamed Old Glory?
N. 33.
John.
The United States of America.
The US of A is correct. Who starred opposite Kevin Costner in the 1992 film The Bodyguard?
B. 12.
John.
The singer. I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Oh, you know this. Whitney Houston. Bad luck. In which country did the stick and ball game of shinty originate?
I. 16.
Sue.
Ireland.
Scotland, Sue. Actress Patsy Kensit this week married which?
G. 49.
Sue.
Liam Gallagher of Oasis.
That is correct. You're a bit of a trendy Sue, aren't you? The old Oasis, that's correct. In 1965, it was a bonus to Sue of 50. In 1965, Tasman Empire Airways Limited changed its name to what?
B. 2.
Sue.
NAC.
Bad luck. Air New Zealand. How many squares are there on a standard chessboard? 64. The fibre from the leaves of which tree is known as the raffia, or raffia? The palm tree. In 1971, which actor was named by the Marine Corps League as the man who best exemplifies the word American?
N. 41.
John.
John Wayne.
John Wayne was the man, and you've got 4 corners. We bonus you a further $100. Rather 50 because you were the second to get there. By what name is Mount Godwin, Austin, better known?
N. 36.
Sue.
Mount Tasman.
K2. The Italian Renaissance artist Donatello is best known for which art form?
G. 54.
Sue again.
Painting.
Sculpture. The Statue of Liberty holds an inscribed tablet in her left hand. What does she hold in her right hand?
B. 4.
John.
A torch.
A torch is correct. Must have big batteries. In professional boxing, what traditional weight division is the lightest?
I. 26.
Andrew.
Flyweight.
Flyweight. In the United States, which Massachusetts town is famous for the 1692 witchcraft
O.
trials?
65.
Andrew.
Salem.
Salem is good enough. It was a bonus of 50, and you picked up 4 corners as well. The last to get there, $25 as well. Good question. By what name is the one and only God in the religion of Islam best known?
G. 58.
Sue.
Allah.
Arla. At which British racecourse was this year's Grand...
O. 71.
Sue.
Aintree.
Grand National Steeplechase held. Aintree is correct. After a few problems, they got it underway. In Scandinavian folklore, what would cause a troll to burst or turn to stone?
N. 38.
Andrew.
Sunlight.
You are right. In 1947, who became the first person to exceed the speed of sound?
N. 35.
Andrew.
Chuck Yeager.
Chuck Yeager. Good enough. 325 now. You have the lead. The champ, 250 for Sue. John, 225.
And that also is the 22nd number. We have just over 4,000 four-corner winners at the stage. Remember, 5 numbers still to go.
Sweet. Hope you're going nicely at home. Which mountain is the highest peak in Western Europe?
B. 10.
Andrew.
Mont Blanc.
Correct. Which British film director said there is no terror in a bang, only in the anticipation of it? Alfred Hitchcock. Which American president was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for
O. 67.
John.
Jimmy Carter.
For 1919, it was Woodrow Wilson. Kuala Lumpur is the capital of which Asian...
G. 59.
Sue?
Malaysia.
Malaysia is right. Who wrote the Cornish novel Rebecca?
B11.
Sue again.
Du Maurier.
Yes, that's right, Daphne du Maurier. Which French explorer sailed around New Zealand in the astrolabe?
I-20.
Andrew?
Tasman.
Bad luck, Jules Derville. We just about had that, and that is Four Corners.
Surely is, and it was 15,509 winners, and each received $15. Well done, get your pens ready, because here are all the numbers we drew for Four Corners.
As we have a look at the scores, John with 200, Sue 300, Andrew leads by just one question. We have got a game, and we're back with Cross right after this. Please join us in just a couple of moments. See you in a tick.
Short of space? Then take a generous Skyline garage, add lashings of extra square metres, and you've got a Skyline cottage. And the price? Kit sets from only $4,595, but offer ends May 31st. Call toll-free. Get a cottage, only from Skyline.
Now's the time to look into a brand new Mazda 626, because the price has dropped by up to $4,000. Drop by your Mazda 626 dealer this month.
Get down to Countdown this week and enter the Cash Up at Countdown promotion, because we'll be forking out $25,000 in cash that you could share in. Buy any of these products featured in the promotion, collect your till receipt, and you could get $50 for each one you buy. Get 3 and we could give you...
There we are. It's lovely to see you again for Telebingo. Next week is the week.
It surely is. We're having a bonus draw, and we're giving away this fabulous prize.
Have a look. The Daihatsu Paisa in all its glory. Yes, you can lie down in it. You can do all sorts of things with that car. It's wonderful, and it could be yours next week on the show.
Certainly could, and it's very, very easy to enter. All you have to do is buy your Telebingo tickets, and you're automatically in the draw.
And I'll tell you the good news too. The more tickets you buy, the more chances there are to win. So
That's
what we
exactly
tweak.
right. Well done. Here we go. 15,509 winners we had. $15 is what they all get. Well done. Now, cross is our next game up. The plan here is to form a cross pattern, corner to corner. There it is. And we draw just 7 more numbers for you to do it in. Good luck. See you
Thanks,
soon.
Ingrid. Okay. So 2 squares that you've earned from game number 1 move into your cross pattern. Of course, the object is to complete that cross on your board, just like at home. And, of course, no bonus dollars in this round. Let's have a look at the categories. They are these. Box office, all about the movies. Invoice, nature, geography, about geography, and how's that? The sporting category, which I'm picking as your favourite, John. Big sportsman. And we're going to begin, please, with you, Andrew. Could you give us a category and topic? Thanks.
Box office movies, thanks.
The movies we go for. A severed ear being found in the grass is at the beginning of which David Lynch thriller? Blue Velvet. It's a pretty spooky movie. Sue?
Geography Land.
Geography Land. Chile borders Argentina, Peru, and which other country?
N32.
Sue.
Paraguay.
It's Bolivia, Sue. What a shame. John, please. Category and topic. Thanks.
How's that sports history, please?
Sports history. In 1867, the Marquis of Queensberry rules were introduced to boxing.
074.
John.
In England.
Who was the first world champion under the Queensberry rules? It was James Gentleman Jim Corbett. Bad luck. Andrew, please.
Invoice New Zealand, thanks.
Invoice New Zealand. Which band had a hit in the late 70s with the song April Sun in Cuba?
N42.
John?
Dragon.
Dragon is right for 75. And we're with you, John, please.
How's that sports heroes?
Sports heroes. Which New Zealander won the World Speedway Champs in...
I-28.
John?
Ivan Major.
Ivan Major in 1968. It was worth 75.
How's that bull sports?
He does love the sports. Which country currently holds the Soccer World Cup?
070.
Andrew?
Italy.
Brazil. They beat Italy 3-2 in the final. And we go to you, please, Sue.
Geography C.
Geography C. The Andaman Sea is part of which ocean? No takers. It was the Indian Ocean. And we go to you again, Andrew, please.
Box office directors, please.
Directors. Name the 1994 film which earned the Best Director Oscar for Robert Zemeckis.
G52.
Andrew?
Jurassic Park.
No, it was that wonderful movie Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks. Isn't that a brilliant movie? And Sue, we're in your hands.
Geography New Zealand.
Geography New Zealand now. The Clutha River issues from which central Otago lake?
B6.
Sue?
Wakatipu.
Sue, I'm sorry, it's Lake Wanaka. Not such a good round, and it's ended.
End cross, 235 winners we had, $158 each. Well done to all you. Seven numbers, here they are.
So let's have a look at the scores. Sue with 250. It is still very close. Andrew, 275, the champ from last week. John has the edge on the field, 325 for you, John. We're coming right back with the last round bingo, and we'll see you right after this break. Stay with us.
Night work, always night work. Yeah, this is it.
Hello again. Now, next week, we've talked about it already. Don't forget, grab your tickets, and it could be you that takes away that Daihatsu Paiza. The more of these you buy, of course, there are more chances to win, and that would be lovely, wouldn't it, to own a wonderful new car? We could give it to you. Ingrid?
It certainly would. Four Corners tonight was worth $15, and 235 people collected $158 for cross. Now it's time for bingo. It's the first one, all ones to black out the board. Simon?
The bonus dollars, folks, as you know, are back into this round, including the super bonus of 200. If either of you got that at the moment, you would shoot very much to the lead. So these are the categories we're playing for. First up, back in time, in the book, namesakes, games, and off the cuff. Who said what? John, please, if you'd generate the board, we're into it.
G50.
Games. In 1956, the New Zealand cricket team had its first ever test win, beating which country? John?
England.
John, it was the Windies. Andrew, please.
I-17.
In the book, where would you find the driest place on Earth? Andrew?
Chile.
You've got it. Chile is right. You are tied now with John.
B8.
Back in time, who is considered to be the first pope? Sue?
St. Peter.
St. Peter is right, and Sue, you've hit a bonus of 50. You have the lead.
B3.
Back in time, what was the title of Marilyn Monroe's final film? John?
Some Like It Hot.
The Misfits. Mate, I'm sorry. Andrew, please.
O66.
Off the cuff, whose advice on acting was talk low, talk slow, and don't say too much? Sue.
Marlon Brando.
It was John Wayne, Sue. John, please.
I-21.
In the book, which country has the largest annual cinema-going audience? John?
The United States of America.
China is the answer we were looking for. And Andrew, you're in control.
N31.
Namesakes. The pirate Blackbeard's real name was what? Sue?
Edward Teach.
You have struck the super bonus of 200, Sue. Very much with you now.
O62.
Off the cuff, which film star said, "You're not a star until they can spell your name in Karachi"? John?
Groucho Marx.
Humphrey Bogart, mate. Andrew?
G60.
Games. In which year did Bob Charles win the British Open? Sue?
63.
It was 63. You know your golf. Still with you, please.
B15.
Back in time, who was president of the Confederate States of America during... John?
Jefferson Davis.
During the American Civil War. That is good. John, please.
O61.
Off the cuff, who said power is the great aphrodisiac? Sue?
Mussolini.
Henry Kissinger. Andrew?
I-23.
In the book, the oldest prisoner on record died in Australia in 1989 at what age? 107. That's a good innings, and it was a bonus of 50 we've missed out on. Sue, please.
N43.
Namesakes. By which stage name is Paul Hewson better known? John?
Meatloaf.
It was Bono, and we've got a winner.
We surely do. Just the one winner tonight. $64,315, Richard. Congratulations to you.
Yes, that is very nice. Well done. Now, run for your money. 60 seconds, rapid fire questions. We're very much all in with the chance here. 60 seconds, that's all the time we have. Of course, if you bingo your board, you double your dollars, and that will give you the game. And the time starts now. Who was awarded this year's Oscar for Best Actress? Andrew?
Go on, sorry.
Frances McDormand. What type of animal is a honey guide? Sue?
A bird.
Correct. What is the capital of American Samoa? John?
Pango Pango.
Yes. Who was convicted in 1968 of the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr.? Sue?
James Earl Ray.
That is correct. Who wrote the 1901 novel Kim? Sue?
Rudyard Kipling.
Yes. In which English town was William Shakespeare baptized? Stratford. Jesus was crucified during the reign of which Roman emperor? Sue?
Herod.
Tiberius, I'm sorry. Who won 7 swimming gold medals at the 72 Munich? John?
Mark Spitz.
Correct. In tennis, what is the score 40-all known as? Sue?
Love.
Deuce, I'm sorry. Who is the patron saint of Wales? John.
St David.
Correct. Ralph Hoteri is best known for which of the arts? Painting. What general name? And we are out of time, so we have a champion, a new champion with $550. It's Sue. Well done, Sue. Great effort, because it was quite a tight game. That super bonus came home to roost, didn't it? Good stuff. Andrew, tonight, $275. Bad luck.
No worries.
But, of course, you won $775 from last week. You keep that, so that's about $1,000 for a couple of nights. That's not too bad, eh?
Very good indeed.
Thank you very much. You're a good bloke. Very nice to meet you. And, John, $300 for you to take home, too. Thank you for your time, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the very best to you. So, Sue is our champion. She's coming right back to match and win for those.
Sit back and